Is this okay here? I don't know what's in it, but we put the heavy cardboard box on the floor. Sorry about that. Thanks for helping. Wow, she's so quiet. I have to where's here the sound? There's the sound and Ageha Amane. Where is she? Ageha no Amane. The Amane. So voice volume on the maximum level, but she's so quiet anyway. Oh my god. Oh, random system voice, dedicated system voice. What's meant that? Some characters can select a dedicated system voice. When selected, that character's voice will play back when confirmation messages are disabled. When selected, random system voice. When selected, character voices will play back randomly when confirmation messages are disabled. I don't know what it means. Oh my god. I did a mistake. I hope that nothing broke or something like that. So back. So the escape button is shit. So click. No, let's get back. So come on. So yeah, sorry about that. It's alright. Anyway, Senior, if you're hungry. She was staring towards the inside of the garage. Senior? Okay, I find myself copying her and looking in the same direction. Inside. There comes Kotori. What's Kotori? Oh my god! What's she doing here? What's she doing here? She's by the big thing placed in the center of the garage and is trying to lift up the sheet to see what's underneath. Are you interested in that? Kotori is surprised when Amane speaks to her. Kotori seems intimidated and nods. Amane vigorously pulls back the sheet. Bam! And there's a plane. Inside is a white, streamlined aircraft. Ooh. Kotori looked at it, dazed. I saw wow. I say wow as I let a small surprise sound slip out. Could this be a glider? Yes, it is. Yeah. Amane nodded and Kotori cautiously moved her head closer to the aircraft. Even in the dimly lit garage, the glider's white body had a glossy shine to it and faintly reflected Kotori's face. I moved towards it to take a closer look. Is this the one that we saw from Windmill Hill? Yeah, it could be. The smooth surface looks like it was made from plastic. However, it is hard to the touch. The wings had been removed and for now, it was just the body. Yeah, to get it in a small garage. So this is what the cockpit's like? This is amazing! Yeah. We started talking to each other at some point, but then finally realized who it was we were talking to. Hey, you! Why were you running away just now? She calmly ignores my question, but then hurried to try to escape, so I go ahead to block her. I won't let you get away. Yeah. Why did you come here for? You're not here to eat lunch. Oh my god, there are spelling mistakes. I noticed some already. You're not here to eat lunch, are you? There's some mean guy guarding the school gates, so I came to hide in here. So she really was trying to leave early. Do you know her? Amane was listening carefully to our conversation. And then we get out of the... No, not... Slop... Nom, nom, nom. It tastes good. Amane was wolfing down a Neapolitan pasta, I don't know what it is, lunchbox, and Kotori and I both had a face that seemed to say, whoa, just chill around, and looked on in amazement. Why would we say, whoa, just chill a moment? Oh, well, to see such a beautiful girl do something like that, I feel really disappointed. Huh? She didn't know that when she was eating ice cream like a crazy idiot, I had the same reaction when I was watching her. Of course. By the way, the thing that Amanda was eating was the lunchbox that I had brought. As usual, the boarders hadn't eaten the breakfast I had made for them, so I packed it as my lunch. I had made 2 lunchboxes. One was for me. As for the other one, I thought that if Kochori was going to go to school, she might have found it difficult at lunchtime, so I was worried about her and brought another lunchbox. That's why I was chasing her. If she didn't need it, I thought that I might eat them both myself, but she ran away before I could ask her. But that's okay. For me to eat your whole lunchbox? But is this okay? Asked Amane. Also, she'd already eaten most of it before asking. I've already eaten my one. I was hungry during morning recess, so I had lunch early. Relieved to hear my answer, Amane continues to enjoy the cold Neapolitan pasta. Wow, this is delicious. It's been a while since I had proper food like this. Didn't you have anything to eat after I saw you yesterday? I only gave her 1 piece of bread. Amanda stopped moving her chopsticks and took a good look at my face. Could it be that you are the person who gave me that bread yesterday? No, no, that was some guy. That's yeah, no, that wasn't me. You have only just realized. Well, I was concentrating on something yesterday. She really is weird. I see. So this is the second time you saved me. She looked at me with eyes that sparkled like a little kid's. If she were a dog, Kochel would definitely be waging like crazy. I received that bread from you approximately 20 hours ago. Prior to that, the last meal I had eaten was roughly 70 hours earlier. Oh my god. Yes. But she looks quite normal. So she has no bones that you see, and so on. And your big tits are there as well, you know? Don't forget about them. Don't forget about them, yeah. I cut under my fingers. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, how stupid I am. If there are 24 hours in a day. Oh my god, that's 3 days ago! I want to taiyuken and ate pork ramen with all the toppings. The soup was rich and delicious. She recalls this and her face looks like she's about... Why don't you eat? Are you on a diet? What? I didn't get that. Oh my god. So... No! No. So, I forgot. So now comes the next. Well, I'm thinking about something. I forget about everything else. That's because I'm stupid. Amanda replied with pride. I'd prefer it if she didn't compare it to when people forget things because they're hungry. Are you building this glider? Yeah. Are you doing that here? This salon club uses garage as a clubhouse. Soaring Club? I wasn't familiar with that name. What's soaring? Soaring is to fly a glider by riding the rising air currents. Flying a glider by riding the rising air currents. I kind of get it, but on the other hand, I don't get it. So the aim of the club is to make and fly a glider? Well, yeah, that's right. So, this garage is used for club activities after all. Even so, it's pretty spacious. A glider? It's like an airplane, isn't it? Is it something you can make yourself? Yeah, I can make it because it's a man-made object. There's no reason why you can't make it, right? I have a feeling that's not what she's asking. However, Amana answered the question in all seriousness. How do you make it? Well, rather than explaining it, it's quicker if you actually make one yourself. Hold on a moment, I said as Amana slopped up the last of the Neapolitan with extremely bad manners. Wiping around her mouth with a tissue, she started rummaging. Oh my god, just so many words that I don't know. Oh my god, through a desk drawer. Where did that thing go? Peeking inside the drawer, somehow I get the impression that Amana is a typical disorganized person. Rather than things being put away, it was more like they were stuffed in. Ah, here it is. This is it. The thing that Amana had taken out was a paper airplane construction kit made using cardboard. Okay, try to make one. Okay. Without thinking, Kotori and I looked at each other. Okay, what's now? I feel that manufacturing a glider and making a paper airplane are completely different things. But for now, I tried doing as she says. Using glue and a craft knife, in about 10 minutes we had finished the paper plane. Okay, I want to see it. Finished! Oh, done! Amane takes the plane that Kotori had made and takes a good look. Wow, this plane looks really awesome, yeah? Then she threw it and it fell down to the ground. The paper plane floated gently as it flew and landed near the wall on the other side of the garage. It flew straight forward very nicely. It's a good plane. Yes, of course. Because I built it. Kotori seems embarrassed at being complimented, yeah. There are many types of airplane. There's a jumbo jets, small Cessnas, fighter planes. Then there are paper airplanes like the one you just threw. But all of them fly based on the same principle. Paper airplanes and jumbo jets are the same? Yes, the principles are the same, using their wings to float in the air in order to fly. Kotori and both tilted our heads and in puzzlement. We both had a skeptical look on our faces. I can understand that a light paper airplane can fly by riding the winds, but it's hard to imagine that a giant hunk of metal can float in the sky on the same principle. There must be some other method that allows it to fly. Mana goes to pick up the airplane that she had just thrown. I'd like you to make a good look. Can the two of you see what the difference is between this airplane and this paper one? The size and the material. Also, whether or not people ride it on it. That's right. Then there's whether or not it has an engine. On the other hand, everything is the same. Here we have the principles of flight. Regular airplanes are made of mostly the same parts as this. Yeah, the wings. First, there's the body. Okay, yeah. Next are the main wings. The horizontal tailplane. The vertical tailplane. There are a few airplanes that have a somewhat quirky shape, but even in those cases they still have mostly the same parts or other parts that fulfill a similar role. When she puts it like that, I guess she's right. I never paid that much attention to it, so... By the way, do you know how an airplane floats on the air? Because it has a lift! That's right. Like the force of a fluid moving over a wing lift, it is said to be the vertical component in accordance with the direction of the flow. I look baffled again, and Amane smiles a little and rephrases it. In other words, it's the force that makes the wings float up on the air. Lift is created here, on the main wings. Okay, when air hits the wings from the front, the airflow divides, going over and under the wings. Wait a minute, the next something I think. Yes, of course. Come on. I can just imagine the wings cutting the air like a blade. At that time, there's a difference in the speed of the airflow above and below the wing. And the pressure drops on the side that has the faster airflow. That's Bernoulli's theorem. Oh my god, this name of the... Amane nods. Standing beside her, I'm a little freaked out as she so easily comes out with a word like Bernoulli. Oh my god, what's that? What the hell is that? We were taught that in class, right? We didn't learn that at my school. Maybe that's why the airplane's wings are designed so that the air flows faster on the upper side. This is in order to lower the pressure on the upper side. By doing this, the pressure on the lower side is higher in comparison, and then the air lifts the wings up. The air lifts the wings up. It's a phenomenon that's hard to suddenly imagine. So that's Bernoulli's theorem. Amanda nodded as if to say yes. There's one more thing. The air flowing over the top of the wings bends downwards because of the wing surface causing downforce behind it. As she explains, Amanda is drawing a cross section of a wing. According to that, an airplane's wings are flat at the bottom and the top is shaped like a mountain, so it seems like it is semicircular. Apparently, the air on the upper side flows along the raised curved surface and the bends to flow downwards. As for the question of why the air flows along the raised surface, it can only be said that this because of the nature of the air. Or so it would seem. This downforce, according to Newton's third law, causes the same reaction on the wing, which lifts it in an upward direction. The reaction lifts up the wing. When heavy basketball hits the ground, doesn't it seem that it's floating weightlessly? It's the same as that. Does that mean that when a wing drops in the air, direction causes it to float? So, when the lift exceeds the weight of the airplane can fly through the air. For example, it's the same for a jumbo passenger airliner with a total weight of several hundred tons. Theoretically, that may be so, but I still couldn't imagine how enough lift to cause a several hundred-ton airplane to take off could be created. However, airplanes actually fly in the sky. The main wings that create the lift are the parts necessary to make the airplane fly to the sky. Oh my god, this picture looks much better than the before, yeah. I don't know if I understand or not. However, I understood that the main wings are the most important part. Next are the tailplanes, of which there are two types, vertical and horizontal. These are added to stabilize the position of the airplane when in mid-air. An airplane floats in mid-air, which is much more unstable than we humans are when standing on the ground. The one going straight up is the vertical tailplane. This stabilizes lateral movement. The ones extending out sideways, the same as the main wings, are the horizontal tailplanes. These move vertically, in other words, stabilizing the up and down movements on the nose. Without this, even a paper airplane won't fly straight. I see, so that's why they have small wings on the tail. And then there's the body. This doesn't have a direct relationship to flight. But if you don't have this, there's nowhere to attach the wings. And that is the basic form of an airplane. That hasn't changed since a long time ago, since the era of the Wright brothers. Since that long ago. But the Wright brothers were the first people in the world to fly a plane, right? So nothing has changed since the very first one was made. The Wright brothers were the first to fly using powered flight. Gliders were being flown even before that. Yeah, I guess so. I always thought that the Wright brothers were the first to fly. If you know the role of the wings, you should try it on this paper airplane. For example, if you were to bend the vertical tailplane a little like this. It flies. The plane that the man is through curved gently as it flew. Also, if you curve this part of the main wings a little, she bent the left and right main wings so that they twisted at the back. Meow, meow. This time the plane twisted as it flew. Hey, that's pretty interesting. Seeing this, Kotaro started to adjust the tape plane on her own paper airplane. Watch this! Full of confidence, Kotaro threw her paper airplane. Wow! Oh. It did a beautiful loop, the loop before landing. That's cool. It did a loop. The loop. It did a loop. The loop. What? This paper airplane is really interesting. Kotaro and I both got really engrossed in adjusting the wings and playing around. Sometimes the paper airplanes displayed some mid-air acrobatics, I don't know, and other times they didn't fly at all and crashed into the ground. However, by trying it for ourselves, we were able to get a real understanding of the role of the wings. By just changing the shape of the wings a little, you can make them fly in many different ways. Actually, airplanes have many smaller wings, such as ailerons. The aircraft is controlled by adjusting them. As she explained, Amanda moved to the side of the garage.